Alright guys, this is my third attempt at this one because my camera froze during the first two, so I'm going to try and make it a little bit quicker. This is the Mystic Force Red Ranger. Unfortunately, during my second review of it, the inside of his knee broke, so I'm not going to be doing too much with him anymore unless I can find another one. It came with the sword and the morpher weapon, as well as a shield, which I'm not looking at because it wasn't really in the show. It was basically just a Korag uses the shield. His shield as a weapon, and they threw it in there just to add a little bonus to the Rangers. Sorry about the sleeve thing. Next is Operation Overdrive. He came with the big huge lance over his head, gun weapon of his special weapons, and the morpher. The big huge lance becomes a little robot with the other Rangers' weapons. They modified each one except for the Pink Ranger's. Hers is basically the same thing. And they added a second release of the weapons for the male Rangers, at least, with the special armor set for just the Zords that just combined with the Rangers. To get the other weapon, like the sword for the male Rangers, you had to buy a total of 5 of the female Rangers and 2 extra of the male Rangers. I wasn't a big fan of that. What they could have done was when they released the Silver Rangers, added the extra weapons for each one of the individual Rangers. Next on the Jungle Fury, the nunchucks and the shark saber. This one has a shake 'em up in the Tox pose, but Tox freezes, but mine's batteries died. As well as the Operation Overdrive Ranger has little games. You push his belt button, his the chest emblem and his head visor light up, and you have to time it right to get the light visor, and he says a little action phrase. RPM, I did the customizing coloring of the weapons myself. Two things I disliked is the fact they changed the hands up for the Ranger. Every other year is basically a closed hand, while this time they left it open so you can put the weapons in. And some of the weapons actually can change the hands, like the Blue Ranger's giant gun is very heavy, so you have to have them hold a certain way. This also came with the cast for the engine for the Zord, as well as this little thing for the morpher, which did not come with the Black and Blue Rangers because their morphers are on their wrists. Last but not least, 2010 Ranger came with the Blade Blaster and sword, and the flyer is basically a bonus. It has a little LED feature. Not much to it. They reduced the size down to 3 3/4. Now on to the 2011 Rangers. Hopefully you can see them like this. As you can see, that's a 2011. They added extra detail, Bandai America for Samurai Ranger, Power Ranger Samurai. They added extra detailing to each of the Rangers. The helmets are more exaggerated than the Sentai Shuriken Ranger. I wish I knew what the weapons look like so I can say something about them, but we haven't seen any pictures of the individual weapons yet. Compared to the special release for the Shuriken Rangers that are coming out, I guess, within the next year. Each Ranger, I gotta say, the posability on these guys looks great. I'm probably gonna pick these guys up. I guess they come with one of the little servants in the back as well, as hopefully maybe the flags on the top rack. But as you can see, the female Rangers can actually kneel down, get on one knee to do a battle pose. And then lastly, this is actually some of the accessories that come with the whatever they call them, the Gold Ranger, Gold Shuriken Ranger. He comes with 3 versions of his sword weapon, an extra set of hands that they can make that they have interchangeable, the special discs that they come with, and 3 Zords. I mean, that is great. as well as the Zords are all colored in, fully colored. I gotta say, I wish Bandai America would actually take a lesson from this, because as myself as being a collector, I actually will think about picking these guys up when I can. I saw the Bandai America Zord versions, and I'm not impressed. I'm waiting to get some more money so I can pick up the Japanese version, the Sentai version I should say, because they just plain look better as usual. I know most of the previous models for Bandai America are the same thing as Japan, as the Sentai version, but just seeing what they're doing with the figures now, how they're not the vinyl figures that they used to be, I gotta go with the Bandai Japan. Alright guys, that was my second part of my review, a little bit shorter than the first one. Again, I'm sorry I shortened it up a lot because figures fell over, my camera stopped recording. And thanks guys, thanks for your time. Leave some reviews, leave some comments, ask if you want me to review anything specifically. Later, Buster Sir 275, aka Mercury Ranger fan. Enjoy your holiday.